Hi everyone, turn 28. Got plenty of excitement. Finished Conjuration 5, doing a spot of evocation. So let's start with these magic attacks from Iru. Here, Iru teleported in their god, fully geared, including salt. And their objective was to catch this Malika sleeping. So he's got Thunderhammer, which doesn't do very much versus Malika with shock resistance, although it hits like a fucking truck. And then all these other attacks, the Vine Shield and Regen. Actually, killing this guy is going to be pretty annoying. Oh, and he's stealthy, because this chassis is incredible. So now, here's what he looks like with his script. Invulnerability, so he's got a considerable amount of ult, which brings him up to 32 prot versus mundane. He just mows through that stuff. He does not use the salt against... Oh, now he has. And she's diseased. She's got 6 HP. Now she's down to 4. But he has gone to sleep. We can see that the fatigue from the Malika's heat aura really piled on, and that put him to sleep, which is really fortunate for us. She's not able to hit hard enough to actually like hurt him, because he's got protection 21, she hits for 29, he also regens 14 HP per turn. But he's not waking up anytime soon. He's probably going to cast fire resistance next time he does this type of trick, which is unfortunate for us. She's still chilling there, diseased, and then she finally thinks better of it. So that could have been way worse. Like, she was able to run away. Here we have this battle in the Woods of Weeping. And here, the Iru set up a swarm trap. This guy is intended to actually kill the Malika. These guys just made a bunch of bugs as distractions. So now, there she goes. This guy's not asleep yet. This guy is hotter than Abyssia. Love it. She's got Protective Force up and the Fire Shield up as well, which was important because you see that this was the guy who was geared out with the salt to try to actually kill her, and he burned himself up on that salt. It's a little unfortunate that these guys will probably be able to retrieve his equipment, but either way, could have been way worse. And then this guy got teleported underwater, and there was no one there underwater to fight. So he fights quite well, and he's able to conquer underwater, but he kind of wasted the gems on the cloud trapeze because he didn't catch anyone with his trap. Found a rockside spring, so a little more gems. Love it. Updated score graphs for Abyssia, so we can go ahead and check that out. They have a couple more provinces than us, although it could be way worse considering that, well, we've been fighting 2 enemies and they really haven't. Forts, income, and then we don't get to see many of these other things. Their army size is quite high, although that is buoyed by their patrollers and foul spawned. And then essential points. Alright. Now let's go ahead and look at the rest of these. This Hierophant just got himself killed. I think he's AI controlled at this point. This was a big battle. You can see how it went. But basically we're finally able to catch Asphodel's big army of centaurs. And we just have a massive dudes. If I slow it down a little bit, my fire mages are shooting a fireball, and at this range they're able to just delete a pair of centaurs each time they do. Meanwhile, the horses are outclassing their dudes. And then the question is just, can we race over and catch this Cyclops? Which, spoilers, the answer is no. Horses are fast, but evidently this old motherfucker is also very fast. But that's okay. We'll get him some other time. I'll trade 8 horses for 59 centaurs any day. Let's see. Lost this raiding crew. Oh well. Abyssia took a peek at my partner's force here in Lightless Cavern. It's not a very big force, but it is enough that Abyssia has to actually figure out a plan for it. Abyssia attacked here. What happened? Abyssia's just got a ton of blood slaves and magic for where they are at. Like, I don't know how they have so many actual resources. But they put them all into a bunch of imps, which imps are not very effective. Like, their morale is shit, and the power from imps comes from having just a lot of them. She's clocking at 35 fire resistance, so she's completely immune to a magma child. Like, this guy's attacking minus 20. Why did she run? Oh, she was only at 4 HP because this was the girl who was diseased from before. So it didn't take much to scare her off. Hopefully she's able to run here, in which case she can... Nabah has a special Twiceborn spell to turn you into a Djinn block, which it's Djinn block can still like cast some rituals and defend some forts and stuff like that. So it's definitely better than letting her just die of disease. Alright, Malika raiding. Here's a... It looks bigger than it actually is just because of the list of stuff. Looks like they started summoning Bone Fiends, which Bone Fiends are kind of dumb. So, go ahead, Abyssia. Have fun with your Bone Fiends. That's over here. Blue Waters, she flew in but got beat. Hidara is not nearly as effective down here. She's actually got a considerable amount of gear. This guy, unfortunately for us, is one of the more effectively geared ones. He's got the Vine Shield. She immediately gets shocked and entwined. She only has 9 strength. Liquid Body is really working against her when she's trying to break free of these vines. And so eventually she gets cut down. Here's this one, and then pick out some lava warriors here without breaking a sweat in the bulwark. Cymbeline gems, barbarians incoming up here, which is just, come on guys. Like, I got other shit to deal with. And lost 100 gold. We got some death and disease everywhere, so that's great. And then I did get a hero, which is really fortunate. This guy's just quality hero, really good at cutting up demons. The Lesser Fear works even against non-demon folks, and he might summon, I want to say, Flagellants, which is not very impressive, but hey, I'll take free Flagellants. Basically a Grandmaster with actual stats. So this turn, we're summoning the Solar Ram. I'm going to give the gonna give the Mother Pearl to a basic commander who's gonna hang out in the ocean. Aiming to recruit Jade Sorceresses. We're starting a Citadel here. We are not recruiting an Adept here. And that covers that. Research, we're going up Evocation up to 5, which will get us Flaming Meteor, Fire Cloud, Falling Fire's Hail of Fire. We'll also get Stellar Cascades, which isn't a great option versus Abyssia, but it is an option. Then we'll go back up to Conjuration, and the goal will be to get Conjuration 6 so we can get our National Harbingers, who are actually really good. Alright, I think that covers it for this turn, so I will see you on turn 29.